kinakailangan tayong gawing order para hindi tayo magkulang ng lisensya. So bakit hindi ninyo ginawa yon? So now, is there a shortage still of driver's licenses, and what can we expect moving forward?
Your Honor, right now po meron ng shortage ng driver's licenses, no? As of today, I think we have only around 70,000 ID cards available nationwide, no? And we're reserving this for yung pong mga OFW, no? Kasi po kailangan po nila yung mga IDs na to, no?
Shortage po, Secretary, is ganun karami po? Yung backlog?
Ang backlog ho nito ay inaabot na siguro ng mga 700,000, no? 690,000 po ang backlog, no? Although ang ginawa po ng LTO is they extended the validity of licenses that became due starting April 24, no, until October 31, no. So isa po 'yan sa mga backlogs, no. But ang ini-issue po nila ngayon dun sa mga bagong drivers na kumukuha ng driver's license is initially an OR po, no.
With the permission of Senator Grace po, you appeared before the House Committee on Transportation last May 2, 2023, this year. And from the records I have here, as of May 2, the total backlog was just 234,149. Just last month. Ngayon po, June, after a month, 700,000 na. So naging 500,000 yung increase. Paano po nangyari yon kung merong may papel na nadagdagan ng 500, kalahating milyon na nadagdag, Secretary? Yan nababawasan, dumami pa.
Actually po hindi na nakapag-issue ng mga driver's license po dahil na-extend na yung validity, no. Pero we consider po na these are backlogs already, no.
So the current figure now is 700,000 from 234,149. So do we expect another 500,000 jump next month? Tuloy na yan. Tuloy 1 million na yan mahigit.
Right now, sir, we are finalizing the procurement of there's an ongoing procurement, no. There is already the lowest bidder. We're just doing a post qualification of the lowest calculated bid, no. And if we will be able to finalize this, if we will qualify the lowest bidder, no, we should be able to get maybe 500,000 licenses in July, no.
Mr. Grace po, you can regain the floor.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, napaka-basic po kasi talaga ng lisensya. Tapos, March pa nagkakaroon ng procurement. Hanggang ngayon, wala pa rin, final bidding process pa lang, hindi pa rin tapos. So, nakikita talaga natin na may pagkukulang dito. Ano pa naman yan? So, sana naman ay bilis-bilisan na natin. May mga emergency procurement naman, di ba? At siguro pinapaalala ko rin, yung lowest bidder is not necessarily the best provider of service. Again, track record is really important, capability, etc. And also the speed with which they will be able to provide those licenses. Kung tayo nga pumapasok sa kumpanya, bilis-bilis makakuha ng ID, I understand this is probably more complicated, but there's really no excuse for this. So I maybe at a special time, I'd like to request for a meeting with the Secretary to really get to the bottom of this. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
One of the documents being asked is LTO's contract with the current IT provider, Dermalog. Can you provide us that copy? Today.
Current contract with
Dermalog.
I have no copy of the Dermalog contract, Your Honor.
Who has a copy? That's a contract between LTO and Dermalog. And you're supposed to be the caretaker of LTO. So who has the copy? This is a public document.
If I may, Mr. Chair.
This is a public document.
Yes, the LTO has a copy, and we will find a way to produce it today, Mr. Chair.
What's your name? What's your name?
Attorney Rainier Yebra po, Mr. Chair.
Please produce that document.
Mr.
Senator Grace po.
Chair, kawawa naman si Acting Secretary Villacorta. Parang he's left to, parang flying blind dito eh. Almost like wishing him failure, or I don't know what happened to in the past, but I don't know. I mean, you're basically, we work with you and we know you're credible, but unfortunately, this is almost like a snake pit, the LTO, and I was wondering what previous background do you have, acting secretary, for you to be able to hurdle all of these challenges? Do you have any knowledge at all with the LTO, or probably worked there before, or who can you trust now to do the transition for you? Because we want you to succeed.
I've been meeting with the division chiefs on a daily basis, and I know that the problems now are, the twin problems are IDs and plates. On IDs, I have been meeting every day on the providers, on Aponeda, on a possible private provider, and we are going to already sign an A2A agreement so that Aponeda can purchase within a month as to the at least 200,000 ID cards, Your Honor.
Yes, Mr. Chair, well and good that the acting secretary is now doing his best to catch up. But the very basic question of a Dermalog contract, attending a hearing that is based on Dermalog and their agreement with the government, he has no knowledge about that contract, I think is also very disheartening. I wish him the best, but it seems like he was really thrust into the lion's den here. And I hope that there will be those in the LTO who have institutional knowledge of this, who will really cooperate. And I think part of also the responsibility of accepting a position in government is to be able to provide a smooth transition to the next administration. So I think that in the next hearing, I would very much want to hear with the past secretary about his own experience in the LTO, what needs to be done so that we can improve on it. I'm quite disappointed that he wasn't able to make it today, and also Dermalog in particular. If they're not hiding anything, they should be ready to speak up and defend themselves. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Senator Grace. The committee notes the absence of the critical witnesses here, but during the next hearing, we will endeavor to have them their attendance. So,
Mr. Chair.
Senator JV.
Anyway, I commend the chair for calling this hearing right away, because you know the Blue Ribbon is really about accountability, so that these mistakes would not happen again. Kaya lang nakakalukot, Mr. Chair, halos lahat na tinatanong natin, no, all of these issues that we're asking, nobody can answer. Although most of the officials here in front of us only assume a year, and most of these contracts and decisions were made prior, but alam nyo naman po kung ano ang pag-uusapan ngayon eh. You should have researched. Dapat alam nyo po ito, it's your agencies are involved. Dapat alam nyo po yung nobody can answer. Yung historical data, wala kayo para namang Mr. Chair, this is already the Blue Ribbon Committee and you did not come prepared. It's really, it's really, sorry, pero medyo nakakainis kasi wala tayong nakukuha. We're just wasting our time. But Mr. Chair, in lieu of that, I move that all of these past officials of the LTO be invited, if some DOTR officials as well, who have knowledge when these contracts were signed, or these packages were given or awarded, yung sa Dermalog especially, and other what we are talking about, siguro, so that we can get some answers. But nonetheless, it's still no excuse. Sorry po para me. But I think that the OTR officials and the LTO officials should have done their homework, Mr. Chair. Dapat alam nila history, we're just wasting time here. Sasabihin, hindi nila alam, kaka-assume ko lang ngayon, nung gantong buwan, wala pa ako alam. That's not acceptable, Mr. Chair. So, hopefully next hearing, Mr. Chair, that all of these people, especially from Dermalog and the LTO officials involved during those times, will be here. Mr. Chair, thank you.
August 2022 pa lang pala, alam na ninyo na may kinakailangan tayong gawing order para hindi tayo magkulang ng lisensya. So bakit hindi ninyo ginawa yon? Kasi November pa dumating yung kapalit mo.
May I answer, Mr.?
Sid,
Yes, please.
First, we were cognizant that there is a need to purchase these licenses. So we have already convened a technical working group headed by Director Francis Almora. In fact, we have already nearly finished the process, and we already are about 80% complete with our recommendations for the type of license and the to be procured. However, by November 15, I was replaced, so I turned over whatever we have done to the incoming Assistant Secretary for his appropriate actions. In effect, Mr. President, we did do our job during my 3.5 months of stay with the Land Transportation Office. We have commenced with the technical working group. We are about 75% done when I was replaced as head of the Land Transportation Office.
Sir, yung lisensya, ganun ba talaga katagal ang study? Kailangan 3 months? Hindi ba yan recurring order?
Mr. President, it is not a recurring order because every time we procure a license, we would revisit the terms of reference. We look for cheaper sources, and then we review the materials used in the driver's license. The
Okay,
plastic
when you
card.
submitted, sir, just in the interest of time, mabilis lang ako magtanong para mabilis din yung sagot. So, nung sinubmit mo yan, dun sa pumalit sa yung secretary nung November, anong ginawa niya?
I am not aware, Mr. President. We
So
just
you were not,
submitted everything.
were you also still connected with the LTO there as an assistant? What was your position then?
After November 15, wala na po ako sa LTO, Mr. President.
Okay, so you're not
Mr.
privy.
Chair.
Okay, kasi ang lumalabas na issue dito is tinatapon nung nakaraang administration ng LTFRB sa DOTR kasi kayo, sinasabi nila, ayaw ninyong, parang gusto ninyo kayo lang ang mag-approve pag mas mataas sa, but 50 million and above. So kaya natagalan lahat yan. Yun pala, dito sa sinabing report ng ating kalihim, ilang beses din nila hiningi ang terms of reference at hindi binigay until March 21. So kung talagang pinag-aaralan nito, dapat matagal na, meron na silang terms of reference because they were already intending as early as November or maybe a month over November to procure. So now, nakita na natin at least mas malinaw na yan. Ano ba ang status ngayon? Meron ba tayong shortage dahil hindi tayo nakapag-procure? Or kung nakapag-procure na tayo, aabot ba na hindi na tayo magkakaroon ng pagkukulang?
before you proceed as Chairman Guadis, nung napalitan ka, wala ka bang transition report doon sa pumalit sa'yo? Ito yung ginawa namin sa technical working group. Either ipagpatuloy mo yan o reviewin mo yan. Wala kang ginawang gano'n. Copy furnish the Secretary of the DOTR.
Mr. Chair, the person who replaced me took his oath on a Monday, and on a Tuesday nandun na po siya sa office ko and requested that I vacate my office on a Wednesday. What I just did is to just submit the documents to his team, specifically our studies, and with the request that they monitor the license and as well as the plates. Yun lang ho ang huling habilin ko before I
So
left.
walang turnover, walang official turnover.
There was a turnover, Mr. Chair. Binigay ko sa kanya po, binigay ko yung mga documents sa team nila. That is all that I did, Mr. Chair.